Episode 29, Romanticizing Love Again. Guys, can you believe it's been 29 weeks since I started the show? This is the last episode of this season, of this year. So we're just gonna go out with a blast. Thank you for joining. And today, I wanted just to touch, little few bases with you guys. Romanticizing love doesn't mean just about love. It means a lot about other stuff. So today we're going to talk about that. We're going to hit those keynotes. So welcome. If you're not able to stay the whole show, it's okay. I'll upload the video to my YouTube channel and you can watch it there. And I wanted to read this that me and my bestie, ChatGPT, wrote together. Somewhere along the way, loving deeply became something people were afraid of. Somewhere along the way, loving deeply was something people were afraid of. We learn how to protect our heart, but not to love without fear. We are taught, right, how to protect our hearts from others, but not how to love, right? Not how to be able to love without fear, without being scared, right? To give it your all. Healing made us wiser. So when you heal from a trauma or from an issue or from a problem, when you're healing from it, it makes you wiser, it makes you smarter, it makes you not do it again, right? We learn from our mistakes. But it was never meant to make us cold. When healing makes us wiser, it doesn't make us colder. Just because we had a trauma and we had a certain situation happen, that doesn't define who you are, and that shouldn't judge your future, right? It shouldn't make you cold. It shouldn't block you out from blessings or, from positive things. It shouldn't. We deal with it, whatever it is, God, Lord Jesus, help me out. And we move on, right? But we're not gonna let that hinder us from moving forward or finding that peace that we need. In a world that glorifies nonchalant energy, so this is a world that glorifies presence and materialistic things. So nonchalant energy, that's what that means. In a world that glorifies nonchalant energy, I'm choosing softness, intention, and peace. So instead of choosing materialistic things and choosing how to, satisfy everybody, I'm choosing I want to be in my girl era this year, I want to be soft, I want to be able to listen, I want to be submissive, I want to be able to have peace within myself, and I want to be able to share that peace with my significant other. Tonight isn't about pretending heartbreak didn't happen. We all know the heartbreak didn't happen. We all know we got dumped. We all know that we went to trauma and drama and problems. We all know that. We can't forget that it didn't happen. Right? It's about believing love can still be beautiful. I still love and I still believe in love. And when I see people that are in love, I'm like, I love you. I love this for you. I love this for you, like I really do. Besides everything has happened to me, I still find it so beautiful when you genuinely care for someone and you genuinely, worry about that person and you want to know how that person's doing, and you love that person, regardless, through thick and thin, you go through whatever, but you guys still find that love. And I see that, and I've met a lot of people like that, and I'm like, wow, God bless this union. Like literally, God bless it. Please let no evil, tear this apart. This is so beautiful, this is like art. Love is art. I don't know. So let's talk about it. Let's unclear the fear. Let's unlearn the fear and romanticize love again. So today's episode is really going to be how to romanticize love within yourself, guys. How to find love within yourself, because I feel when you're in love with yourself, you transmit that energy to the person that you're going to meet, and then you teach them how to love themselves. And then once you guys love each other, then the sky's the limit, because you guys get to know each other and bring each other closer, build each other, and make each other better, because love is there. And guess what love is? Love is God. So you have to have God in the center of everything. Going back to it. Today I was in church. I went to my Catholic roots, Corpus Christi, and it felt so good to praise the Lord. And I saw him, and I saw a couple of decorations that they had in church, and it just brought back memories, because that was my grandmother's favorite church. And before, I go to Christian church because I just like the pastor in this VU church that I go to. But my grandmother, before she died, she said, remember that the Catholic is the foundation of the church, and you have to go back to your roots. So just going back today just made me feel so good. But they were talking about that, finding peace, and finding peace with your family, and finding peace with yourself, and with your husband and your wife, and with your kids, right? Finding peace. Peace is love. Peace is God, right? So if we don't have God in our heart, then we're not going to have peace. We're going to have turmoil and darkness and depressions. So always, always glorifying and making sure that at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day, we remind ourselves that we're here on borrowed times, and we have to be grateful always. So let's talk about it. Why we stop romanticizing love? Why do you guys think that we stop loving? Why do you guys think that we're so scared of love, and we're so scared to give our heart away, or we're so scared to be submissive, or we're so scared to be to have someone in control of our emotions, or our heart, right? We're so scared. Why? Because we've seen it happen with our parents. We've seen it happen with ourselves. We're so traumatized from that relationship that we're thinking that everything and everyone is like that. We keep on getting the same garbage, man, right? It's like a cycle. It's like, oh my goodness, when are you gonna stop? When are you gonna stop? And then we blame the guys, and we blame everybody else. But listen, guys, we are to blame. Once we start valuing ourselves, right? Once we start loving ourselves, and once we start respecting our morals and our values, then other people are going to respect it too, So I learned that when I don't love myself, and when my self-esteem goes down, that's how everybody around me is going to treat me. Oh, she's on the lows. We're going to treat her on the low. No, I'm always trying to maintain her on the high. Even if internally I'm on the low, I can't show you the low ever. I always gotta be positive, always gotta be moving forward. Yes, life is gonna hit you, slap you, toss you aside your head. You're gonna fall, land on the ground, but just pick yourself back up, because everybody falls and lands on the ground, right? Everybody gets dumped on, everybody gets cheated on, everybody gets lied to, everybody gets slapped on, and there's so just because we've been through it, or just we've had that situation, that scenario, doesn't mean that we could close ourselves to the future, because we never know who we're gonna meet. But who we're gonna meet depends on us, how we're treating ourselves, how we're loving ourselves, how we're living life, right? Are you at peace with yourself? Are you, working on yourself mentally, physically, emotionally? Are you growing? Are you working on yourself? Because whoever comes around you has to see that you're a work in progress, and they either want to help you get better or work on themselves as well, right? Because you want to motivate that change in that person. I feel like if you could motivate a change, a positive change in a person, I feel like you've done your works with God. Example, let's say that, you start working out, and then you see somebody that they start working out, and then they tell you, oh man, Monica, thank you so much. Because of you, I started working out. I'm like, brownie points with God, because at least I'm doing something positive that's helping me out, right? But then somebody else is seeing that too, and I'm motivating somebody else too. So that's nice, That's like love right there. That's like peace within yourself, you know, and you're giving that love and you're giving that momentum and that positivity to that other person that you don't even know that needs it. There's people that tell me things and I'm like, what? For real? Girl, stop playing. I'd be like, boy, for real? Oh my God. I can't believe people tell me stuff that I do and I don't even know that I do it. But then, you know, everybody's different. Everybody takes things differently. And I'm like, oh my God, like, of course, you know, I'm here for it. You know, if you want me to do it again, like, what do you need me to do, you know, to make you happy? So always try to transmit that energy, that positive energy, because you don't know who's going through a rough day, what's going on with someone, you know, even if they're rude or even if they're mean or there's, you know, they're like on another note, you know, just try to like compromise and just have patience with them and just maybe, you know, like maybe ignore it instead of offending, because we never know what they're going through, you know. So, heartbreak, betrayal, and trauma. That's why we stop romanticizing love, right? Because we have heartbreaks, right? Everybody breaks our heart. Betrayal, people betrayed us, right? They betrayed our love, our respect. You know, they betray you, right? You feel betrayed. Even if they don't cheat on you, maybe they did something else, you still feel like, wow, you betrayed me, right? And then we have that trauma. Oh, what happened with my parents, or what happened, what I saw growing up, or what happened with my ex, or what happened with etc. Right? So we stop romanticizing love because we're protecting ourselves. We're closed off, right? We're like, you know what? Rip and dip. I ain't trying to love you. What's up? What you got to offer? And this is a transactional. Like, what are you giving me? What am I giving you? Is this benefiting us? Okay, let's move forward. If not, okay, let me keep on moving. So everything now I feel is like transactional. Like, where's the love? Like, who cares what I bring to the table? Am I bringing emotion to the table? Am I bringing peace to the table? Am I bringing love to the table? The materialistic things, the money, we could do it together. That's not a problem. But what are you bringing to the table? What's lacking in today's society? That emotional connection. Guys, it takes so little to make a woman happy. And it's just that thought of, you know, whatever, just that thought that counts, you know, and that's it. I'm not a materialistic person, so I don't like materialistic things. I shop at Ross and Marshalls, like, I love it. These are like my favorite stores, you know, and I try to get things in clearance, you know, $5.99, $6.99, you know. I'm not a materialistic things because I've seen like my family and friends die and they leave everything behind. And people fight for what you leave behind. So it's like, okay, you're dead. What you left behind. You know, I don't want to leave. I don't care about nothing materialistic. I want to leave love and I want to leave hope and peace. You know, I want to generate that, you know. So yeah, even though we are traumatized and we have had the past and a lot of bad things has happened to us and negative things and things that no one could even imagine. I get it, guys, but that shouldn't close you out from love. It shouldn't close you out from peace. There is peace out there, and I feel like we could find love and we could find peace, but we need to have God in our forefront. So that should be always, all right? It's consistency, safety, effort, prayer, and growth. Setting standards without becoming bitter. So you could set standards, right? I could say, listen, I don't like this. Like, example, let's just say this. You're with a guy and he has wondering eyes. Like, motherfucker, what's up with your eyes? You know what I mean? Like, what's up? You know? And so you could obviously tell him, hey, listen, you know, I don't like that. I feel like that's disrespectful. You know, you stand your ground. And then the wonder eyes, right? He could be like, oh, sorry, it's just a tick. Or, oh, you're right, I'm sorry, I gotta work on that. Or, you know what, if you don't like it, then, you know, we shouldn't be together, whatever. So there's different, right? There's different outcome. But just because I told you I don't like you you know, with your eyes wandering all over, doesn't mean I'm mad or doesn't mean I'm bitter. It just means that I don't like that. Just like you might not like something, that's okay. Tell me about it, and then I could work on it. And if I agree with you, then I agree with you. And if I don't, I don't. We could care to disagree, right? But communication is key. So just because you have an opinion, or just because you might not like a certain behavior or a certain habit that someone has, call them out. Because if it makes you uncomfortable, you shouldn't be in a position, you shouldn't be in an environment or in a space where you feel uncomfortable. I'm really good at calling people out. Like, if I see something I don't like, or my energy's tapping in, and the sensors going down, like the energy levels going down, I'm like, yo, what's up? Let me remove myself from this situation, or let me clear the air, or let me say what's up. Let me just take this out of my chest. It's good to take things out of your chest, guys. That's growth. Let's see. You can still believe in love that means not anxiety. Yeah, so what's love? Love brings you peace. It doesn't bring you anxiety. And oh my God, that's not love. When I'm with a guy and he transmits that energy of peace and a protector, and I'm like, wow, I can let my guards down because, here, take it all. You know what I mean? Because that's what he generates. He generates that peace, right? That comfort. He generates that, wow, that man that he'll take care of a situation. He's in control of the situation. So then I'm ready to let down my hair, literally, my shoulder, let everything down, because I want to be submissive to someone that has that energy and that's putting in that effort and that masculinity in him. Someone that's certain of themselves. I don't want someone that second guesses themselves and they're like, oh, maybe no, you need to be assertive. You need to know that you stand your ground. Because when you're assertive and you stand your ground and you're at peace and and you bring that faith, women are gonna look up to you and be like, yeah, I'm ready to bow down. Right? Because in church today it says that women, we have to say we have to do what our men say, right? We have to respect them, right? But the men's, they have to respect us and keep us happy too. And how do you keep us happy? Listening, putting in that effort and bringing us peace. That's it. Besides providing, obviously. But nowadays, I guess we're all providing for both, for one another. But yeah, bring that tranquility, bring that peace to that house. Be that person's peace where they look for you, and when they're having a bad day, they're like, oh my God, I can't wait to just talk to him, or I can't wait to see him, so because I feel so good when I see him. Or when you just got fired, you're like, I can't wait to go home and tell him, or I can't wait to call him, because he brings that, oh, what will he do? Or it's okay, it's gonna be okay, let's work on a solution, let's not stay here, let's look for solution. Someone that's gonna help you, get out of that hole. That's a safety harness. Like, that's emotional, guys. So just the little effort that you do, the little things that you do helps out a lot. So let's try to bring romanticizing effort, romanticizing peace back to 2026. When we're dating, if you see that the person you're dating is not transmitting the energy you want them to transmit, then don't waste your time and keep it moving. Next. So that's where we're at. Romance isn't dead effort. It's just rare. Like love, it exists. It's just very rare. There's like a jewel. It's like a diamond, right? Diamond in the rough. That's what I've always said, that I was like a diamond in the rough. I'm so valuable. I'm like this jewel, and I'm like just in the middle of the forest, Amazon forest. Just I haven't found that jeweler to polish me up. So like I said, I don't think that love is dead. I don't think that chivalry is dead. I feel like I feel like we have to bring that back. We have to romanticize that love exists, and you gotta filter them out. If you meet people that you see, girls, guys, if you meet girls and girls, if you meet guys that you see that they're not gonna bring you that peace or love that you want, then you just keep moving. But you can't change someone. You can't meet someone and be like, damn, she fine, but her attitude sucks. But I could work on it because I'm Mother Teresa, I'm Bob Build-A-Bear, and I could do anything and I could rehabilitate the next person. No, you can't. That person is showing you their true colors from the beginning. It is what it is. You're not gonna change them. Their mama didn't change them. God can't change them. So guess what, guys? It is what it is. They're showing us our true colors, their true colors from the beginning. So then later on, we can't be like, oh, what happened? Oh, my heart. Oh, we can't act like the victim. We can't act like the victim. We were forewarned. With what? With a whole bunch of flags and a whole bunch of signal that God sends us when we meet people. And we should know. We should have values. We should have morals. We should know what we want. And with that being said, I feel like that's the way that we're gonna romanticize love. That's the way I'm gonna bring love back into my life, because I want what I want. And if you're not bringing that to the table, then we're just gonna keep it moving. And that's it for today, guys. This is the last episode of this season, so I do want to thank everyone. If you wasn't here for the full episode, make sure that you join, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna get closer to see if there's any questions, comments, concern. Let's see. Vamos a ver que estamos aquí. Annie Banana, how are you? Hi, Lisa. Hi, everyone. Hey. Okay, so there's no questions. Hey, Ann. How's everybody doing? Thank you for joining the chat. I appreciate everyone who joined. And this is Monica. I'm signing out for 2025. I'll see you guys next year, 2026.